Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a quick first impressions of two of the three new fragrances from Lancome's private line, Maison Lancome. Iris Dragees, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I listened to Google Translate for like 5 minutes, like 8 times. And Oranges Bigarandes. So I'm really excited to review these for you guys, so let's go. Now currently, as of now, I don't know if these are available in the States. When I went to Saks to see if they had these specifically, she said that they weren't released yet, but she did have samples. Now, there are 3 fragrances that are supposed to be released, as well as Santal Cardamom, which is what I was really excited for. However, she only mentioned that these 2 were going to be released, and she didn't know anything about Santal Cardamom, and these are the only samples she had of the new one. So I'm not sure if that's exclusive or that's going to come later. So I'm only going to be reviewing these 2. But if any of you guys have any other information on Santal Cardamom, please let me know. I want to get my paws on that. So also this is going to be a first impression. I've already sprayed them on my skin probably about 10 minutes ago to give them enough time to dry down. So I'm going to let you guys know what I think. I'm not going to be going into the nose or all of the notes, because what I'm going to do is once I've completely used through these samples, I'm going to be doing 2 separate reviews on these. They'll probably be up sometime next week. So the first one we're going to talk about is Oranges Bigarandes. And inside, see the pictures, like, see, there's 3. There's supposed to be 3. I want my Santal Cardamom. Anyway, so it's a sambalage. It's described as an orange essence and orange amir essence. I don't know what that means. And its signature is the Noir Ceylon. So this has notes, again, of citruses. It also has sandalwood, vanilla, black tea, orange blossom, and pepper. And preferably, I was really excited about the pepper, the black tea, and the citrus, because I like unique spins on citrus scents. I've really been into that recently. So this has been on my skin for, again, about 10 minutes. And it smells really nice. There's one thing I want you guys to know. If you guys are unaware, if this is your first video of mine you're tuning into, hello. I am a huge fan of Maison Lancome. It's probably one of my favorite signature exclusive lines from any designer house, and that's saying something considering. So I have high expectations for this, so just throwing that out there. But this one smells really pleasant. At the opening, it was a little bit bitter. It kind of smelled like orange pith, and the sandalwood and the black tea was a lot more predominant. Now that it's kind of sat on my skin for 10 minutes, the citrus is a little bit softer. I'd almost say powdery. Even though it's not powdery, it kind of mimics powdery scents. But the citrus is still there, but the sandalwood is a lot more pronounced. So I actually think this smells really nice right now. In the opening, it was really beautiful, but it didn't feel like it was really well blended, but it felt more complex in the opening. Now it feels more well blended and everything else is balanced, but it's lost a little bit of its complexity. So I like this one a lot. Definitely something I would wear, but let's move on to this one I'm going to mispronounce the name of. Iris Dragees. I tried. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So this is described as an oriental vanilla scent, and this one has a lot of interesting notes. This is ISOE Super, Orris, vanilla, and white musk at the base. Then you're going to have sugar cane, you're going to have pink pepper and iris, and you're also going to have an opening of bergamot. So this one on my skin, when I posted images of this on Instagram, one of you guys had already sampled this and said, this smells like Prada d'Iris, only a little bit more intense. And this one is just, I think there was a fragrance from Guerlain, I forget which one you mentioned, but it was lacking a lot of depth. So I'm going to get into that at the end. But this one smells really nice. In the opening, the almond in this was almost overpowering, but not in a negative way. I really like almond scents, but it was almost overpowering all the other notes. Now it is a lot softer. It's a beautiful, light, very refined, powdery scent. The iris in this is beautiful, and I really like the vanilla in this. There's a little bit of brightness from the white musk and the bergamot that's still kind of lingering on my skin. It'll be interesting to see how long the bergamot stays there, but overall, this is a really beautiful iris scent. It's very light, it's very ethereal. There's a sweetness to this, and I think the almond and the vanilla are really playing beautifully with those iris notes, that like pretty powdery notes. It's really, really nice. Now I will say I can see what he's saying, that this smells like Infusion d'Iris. To me that is one of the most beautiful iris scents ever, and this one definitely I would have to wear more to see how it compares to that, but it is a really nice scent. So this one, I think in the opening there had a lot of things going for it. I really liked it, and the dry down is really beautiful, but I feel like it's lacking something. Like it's lacking something. Like I feel like this is like a final draft, but, or like the draft before final draft, but it's not completely done. So it needs something else in here. It needs a kick, maybe more pepper, maybe a little bit stronger musk. I don't know, it needs something. It's beautiful, but it's missing something. This one is absolutely perfect in regards to a powdery iris scent, and you guys know I really love iris scents. It's really beautiful, but I'm interested to see how this will smell once that bergamot goes away, because part of what I like is the brightness in this scent. So what are my expectations of this? As you guys know, like I said earlier, I have really high expectations when it comes to Maison Lancome scents. So will I purchase these at the price of Maison Lancome, which I believe at 100 ml you're looking at spending, it could be a little less than 100 ml, you're looking at spending between $185 and $195. Absolutely. These smell beautiful and well worth that price point, and I think that they are really gorgeous, and I also think that they would work beautifully in my environment, which is a very humid environment. However, compared to the other Maison Lancome scents, I feel like these aren't quite as cohesive as those are. Now those to me have a lot going on in each of them. There's something about them that really stands out. The jasmine's this beautiful woodsy jasmine. Oud Bouquet is just absolutely delicious. Lavandre Anna just tastes or smells like a lavender soaked cookie. I think Demi Rawlings said that when she was talking about that scent, and it was like a spot on, and I mean a spot on interpretation. Roses Bigarandes and Rose Parfait just smell like beautiful desserts. I mean, there are magic in those bottles, and I feel like these are gorgeous, but there's not magic. I mean, the iris one might. We'll see how it goes, but the orange one is lacking something, and it needs it, but it's almost there. It's like so close. So my first impressions of these are very positive. I really don't have anything majorly negative to say, other than I don't think that they quite meet up to my expectations based on the other scents that Maison Lancome have released. But I am going to wear through these completely, and I will let you guys know what I think in the next week or two, and I will give you a full in-depth review, going down to the notes, breaking down how it develops on my skin, talking about the nose, and also projection and longevity. So those are my thoughts on 2 of the 3 new fragrances from Maison Lancome. I hope you guys liked this video. If you like videos like this, remember to give this video a thumbs up. If you do not like videos like this, make sure to give it a thumbs down. If you have any experience with these fragrances, good or bad, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye!